Hello, me again, more practice things. I did a video on how to sort of do finger placement with the bass and realised that my muting of strings was a bit sloppy. So to put that right, I want to do this video to make clear to you that I do practice various things as well. So on some of those exercises I was doing, my muting was not on form. So what I mean by muting on the bass is if I play a note, or catch another note when I'm playing another note, then you get ringing out over your playing. So if you've hit a note and you move on to another one and you've not muted it, then you generally get some sort of vibrations over the top. You also get strings that vibrate whilst you've just played something, you've not hit them, so you need to be careful of that. So one of the things I naturally do, I think I've sort of practiced quite a lot, is muting with my fretting hand quite a lot. Always sort of just taking my hand slightly off the fret and then angling it over the strings to mute it a little bit. Another thing I do is when I jump up a string, for example that first exercise when I was doing those, when I move up to the next string, I put my thumb on that E string and then move up to the next string, move my thumb up to the next string and then up to the next string. So it mutes it as they go up so it's not ringing out, so you get that. Then back down. Coming back down is easier for me. It might be the opposite for you, but that's just the way it works as it goes. And then if I had that idea when I was doing the thing called the spider, when I was going, so leave my thumb there, the strings ringing out, especially my E. So what I need to do when I come up is bring my thumb up onto the next string. You can see how much clearer that is. Sorry. Much better. And then back down again. Much better. Alright, so when I go up and down, that sounds a lot clearer if I do that. So that sounds a lot better than the video I put out. But I only realised that my muting wasn't that great after recording it and putting it out there. So practicing all the time. Good idea to record yourself so you can hear what you sound like back, because it's quite different to what you think. And if you listen to some of this stuff on little headphones, you probably wouldn't notice the ringing out too much, but if you put it through like a bass amp, that ringing becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you're recording, it's even more of an issue. So muting, those two techniques, so pulling off with your full hand, holding the strings, using this hand to mute them and stop them when you're playing, and also when you're jumping up strings, when you finish with your E string and you're on your A string, move your thumb up, and then using this hand to sort of mute any notes as you're coming down, just to clean up your playing. It'll get better over time, and you need to be conscious of it. So apologies for my video on where finger placement, because some of my muting was a bit sloppy, but hopefully this video will help you clear it up like it helps me clear mine up with more practice, which is not great because practice is not fun. So again, as always, reward yourself with something fun to play. More Rage Against the Machine.